pleasant walk that we decided to go to Delamere Forest. Just went on the main path route that took you slightly up bank, and then was in front of the dog, and I was behind, and I just walked up. And then it wasn't that I was looking to the side; it caught my eye, and I looked across to the left and through the trees. But as I kept moving, because the trees were there was this something dark. It was black. It was dark. And my first response was, "Oh, someone's on the walk with us. Who's that over there? What is that over there?" Because it was shifting side to side, and I could see. So as that was shifting, I was moving so I could try engage through the gap what I could see. And to me, all I could mimic was how it was. It was the body, it was the torso, it was black, it was wide, and the arms were wide. And to me, I was just expecting, like I say, a big bloke, gym bloke in a puffer jacket, and that's all I could describe. But as soon as I had looked and went back and traced my steps, I had to go back down the path and go up and down. I thought, well, what did I see? I was expecting somebody to come out of the bush of the trees further up on the path. Is there a path there? But as soon as I had looked, it had gone. So whatever I saw, and I kept shifting sides, it had gone what I'd seen. And I thought, oh, what did I see? And then I was questioning, because I said to somebody's on the walk with us. What is that over there? Who is that? I couldn't gauge what it was, what I'd seen, but there was something there, because I was there for a while. I discussed with and we were there for a while, and I went back down the bank, up the bank, staring at the trees, then went into them with his camera, trying to the size of it, but I said, no, where you were isn't where I saw. So we were trying to get a picture of where it was and what and I said, no, you're too far over to the right. So and we just stood there for a while, and I just couldn't gauge. It was a bit mind-blowing. I just couldn't really.
We're probably there for about 40 minutes all together, and we were like...
It didn't scare me. It wasn't something that scared me. It was just like, well, what was that? It was just I could not answer what it was. It was something that was there, that was dark, that was huge, that was wide, that was arms, no head. I couldn't even say there was a definite head. I couldn't say that. I could say there's the head, because the head didn't jump out to me. It was more the body and the arms going side to side, but then it was gone, and I was like, oh, okay. So can we go further on then? Because is there a path? And is somebody going to come out there? But they didn't. And it was only till later on that we went that way, and a couple passed us. While we were still there, a couple did pass us, and we did see them at the top on the path. Oh, okay, so through that gap of the trees, there's two human heads in the distance on that path. But to me, that answered to me that wasn't where I saw whatever I saw. That's the path, that's where they walked. But what I saw was further in with the trees and further forward. So that answered me that it wasn't on the path where I saw, because we'd seen a couple on the path. So I thought, right, so that gauges that then. So there's the path, but I didn't see this whatever I saw. It was further in the trees, and it was going between the trees further forward in. So till we went then on the walk afterwards. We went round, didn't we? And saw all the water and whatnot.
So we went past that big lake, and they were doing quite a lot of...
there was a lot of
valley there, there was quite a lot of open space where they cut lots of trees.
On the other side, I didn't realise how much water was on the other side, but we tried to then gauge that gap again, but it wasn't the path. I knew by seeing that couple on the path in the distance there, two little heads, that was the path, but that wasn't where I saw this thing. It was more in the trees, but you couldn't get to it far left from the side that we were.
No, there wasn't a path there, but the path was like very narrow, and there was quite a few trees overhanging as well. You'd have had to go into the boggy water or into the brush to get sort of round it, and
It was still there for a time, trying to reach. I had to go back down the hill, come up the hill, keep looking side to side what I'd done. But that what I saw wasn't there. I keep thinking in my head, yeah, I can see this shifting, this black thing shifting side to side, and I can't answer it. I can't. It is for me.
Yeah,
it's bamboozled me.
Yeah,
It scared me, but it's just bamboozled me because I need to know what it was I saw. I want to know. I'm curious. What is it I saw then? What is it? Because I don't know. I can't. You know, compared to a human I saw pass on the path up there.
The
couple that we saw with the little edge, you could see him walking in the distance on that beyond there. But it was in the bush and the trees before there that I saw.
Would you say that looking at the humans walking through, would you say this was bigger than that?
It was dark. It was shifty. It was the arm. It was arms. It was the torso and arms. It was this side to side rocking, and then it was gone. And I was like, what was that? But when you saw the humans compared, you just saw their little heads. But this was bigger. This was more down in the trees. Bigger. This was bigger. Definitely bigger. And I don't know.
And you can't mistake what you've seen, because this is 11:25, 11:30 in the morning. So it's going to be light. So you should be able to
I kept going up and down the path. I kept going side to side. I kept going up, getting down. And as soon as I saw that, when it caught me out, I said to you, who's on the walk with us? There's somebody on a walk with us over there. Who's that?
Yeah, and I said, well, all that's boggle, like a big pond, and it was all really boggy around it, you know. If you looked on the video, mate, you could see where at one point I'd stepped in it, and you put your feet in it, and my feet sink into it, and I got
That's what because it was quiet. Yeah. It was quiet. And then to see somebody over there, but I didn't know what was beyond over there. I didn't even know there was a path over there. I hadn't been around that area. So it's like, someone's on the water. Who's that over there? I can see something over there. Who's that? I said to you.
Yeah, but you're expecting somebody to come walking out towards the water.
Someone with a big puffer jacket on, a black puffer jacket, big black puffer jacket, like a big gym body.
It was like, well, I went in and obviously did the video footage, and you can hear me on the video saying hello.
Yeah.
You know, as if I don't want to start you, but I'm coming into the woods. Like saying, if it was somebody who was camping,
I'm not curious, and it's just because I need to know what I need. I keep questioning myself, like, what is it I saw? I need to know what it was I saw.
So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm walking over to the area where one of our witnesses saw this big thing. I can't explain what it is, but it's very boggy over on this side. So I'm going standing where they've just been pointing out. And I'm up at the trees now where they saw it. Now I'm going to break a few branches here to get through because it's hard to get over this. Now I've got the walkie-talkie so I can actually talk to them, and they're going to point me out exactly where I am or where I should be stood. So okay, so should I go further back from here?
Yeah. Definitely further back, Beck, yeah.
So I'm going to go further back. Now, you just tell me when to stop.
Okay, yeah. Keep going.
Now I'm getting to a point now where I'm coming to the edge of a bog.
So it's more, Dawn saw it more to the left of you.
To my left, the way I'm pointing.
Yes, Beck, yeah.
Right. So where I am now, more to the left, I can't go any further. because I'm going to turn the camera around and show you what I can see.
Can you go forward, Mick? Because it was a little bit higher up.
This way.
It's more in between, not like actually on this pathway, but higher and in between. To mix left. Yeah.
My left now. My left now.
More forward and to the left, higher.
So about here. Is here okay?
More into the left. Way more into.
More into the left, Mick. Higher up.
Sorry, my left or your left?
Our left.
Right, I see what you mean now. Right, so if I'm going this way, now I can't go any further because it's a spog.
Carry on and higher up.
Yeah, go back further if you can, Mick.
Yeah, we'll do. Just say when. This is hard for anyone to walk along. What about now?
Tad higher, Mick.
Okay. Now you can't see me now, can you? So where I am now.
Yeah, you're in the right area, but slightly over to the left, but a little bit higher.
Okay. How about here?
A little bit. Does it elevate a little bit higher, Mick?
Yeah, it does a little bit, but I'm just thinking if this, whatever it was taller than me, because I'm looking down at the floor and there's a bit where it looks as though somebody's been stood.
That's interesting.
But if I go any higher now, you're not going to be able to see me because of this tree to my left. I can go right, but I'll end up in the bog.
So what? So if you're looking at us, it's your right. Can you go a little bit higher?
No, I can't go higher. If I go right, it'll only take me down into the bog.
So that's where she's more out, but probably a little bit higher than that.
So I can go up this much. Sorry, I can go up about this much. What I've just done, I can see you from here, but I would have to look left and right to see you.
Yeah, that's round about there, probably.
Yeah. Right, I'll be back over in a minute.
The green's actually fair off, because like I say, you got really good visibility back 5 weeks ago, or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's what you got to think about is, yeah, it would have been less leaves around here. I know there's a few pine trees, but I've got new shoots here and there. So this is a...
So it went to our left, your right, up into that section there, higher up.
Right, so that's a little bit of a distance as well away from me as well, but where I'm, it's just full of bog. It's just bogland everywhere. I can't go any further forward now, the way I'm facing, otherwise I'll end up going into the bog. I can go behind me, but
If it's dead tall, it could have been in the bog.
yeah, and I'm just thinking the way you've just, you know, like you've said how it looked, I'm wondering if it was stood in the bog.
Can we I'm just...
Down here.
Yeah, there has. Yeah, there is. This somebody's walked down there into that bog, haven't they?
Something has.
Yeah. I'm just going to have a look over here a sec, because I'm going to have a look over here. Just seen a newt on the floor over there.
We're going to come into you, Mick, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah, you come this way. So they're going to come over here. Now, the witnesses I'm with today, they don't want to be on film. So as I'm talking to them today, you're going to hear the voices, but you won't see the faces. Because of the jobs that they're in, they don't want to be out there on film and be seen. So we've got to respect that, but they don't mind the voices on being heard. But as I'm saying, yeah, as we're going on about this place, it's like a great big boggy area. And I think a little bit further there's more boggy area. And I always tend to think when I hear of these boggy places, and these things being seen in boggy places, you know, if you're talking like dogman creatures, they don't mind wading through the water. And you see that propping up on a few things.
Because initially when I'd seen the sighting of who I thought was a big burly bloke in a black puffer jacket, you came down to look further right in the trees, and I kept saying, no, go left, go left. And
Well,
you
like I
couldn't
say,
go any further.
I didn't. The only way I could have gone is into the bogland, and thought, well, I'm not going to get my trainers dirty.
And me going side to side looking, but then when them people went past, and the only people that we saw, it's a quiet day with their dog, and when they walked right the way round and we saw their two heads, I knew that then that answered me that this was lower and further across to the left, shifting side to side.
So it's not on one of the paths, is it?
It's not on a path, no.
It has to be the swamp, really.
Yeah. Which
Well,
I didn't
that's
know
all right.
there was swamp there till you went looking.
Yeah,
And I was going, go left, Dave. Go more left. And he says, I can't go any further. I'll go into swamp.
I was surprised how far the swamp came up. I
Yeah.
thought it just come
Yeah, I
up
thought
to
it was
the,
short.
obviously that conifer tree and whatever it is. But it comes quite a way back, doesn't it, you know?
Yeah. So not
Yeah.
knowing that the path's on here, been years since we cut. So I thought whoever was going to come out onto our path sooner, who had seen.
Like I say, we stood there for quite a while and you were like, what have we just seen? And questioning, and we were
And
expecting
questioning and
somebody come out on the main
Yes.
path. And
And as I'm going up and down, at the time up and down, this was going side to side. But like say, not going, if you come to Delamere and you're looking and you want to investigate and look at something, it wasn't going down to look, it wasn't going back up. It was this side to side with the arms, no head, couldn't even see a head, neck, head, silhouette. It was the burly, muscly arms, the body, side to side, and then it had gone. And that's why I kept looking. We were there a bit further. It was more time we were there, because I thought, well, what I've seen, that's gone now. Why is that gone? Because I saw that, and where's that gone? So that made me question. I was like, I was blagging my head a little bit.
Well, the day it were happening and you rung me,
Yeah.
you said you were here about an hour, weren't we? Like looking around the
Oh
area.
yeah, we like say we stayed up
stayed there.
on that path for a good 30 odd minutes, and I moved up to here expecting just somebody come walking out with
Coming
a
out
camera
with a
or
puffer jacket,
a black
black
puffer jacket. Because
no.
we didn't see nobody walking past,
No.
and it wasn't quite,
No.
considering it was an holiday time.
And you could see, obviously, the greenery has started to come out, and it was clear, just straight trees. That was the obstacles that you could just go side to side. It wasn't all this like greenery that's come out as it has done now. But definitely, like I say, lower than this path that we saw the people on, but not on the lower path that you come walking on. It was in between.
Yeah.
And it's more that left, I would say.
Well, that's it. When you look in between there, it's a spog.
Yeah. I was surprised, like I say, when I came up, I thought, God, it's quite a way back. I thought, I can't get in where you were telling me to go, because I came round the left-hand side as you're looking at it, the conifer tree. And like I say, obviously this path was blocked off and there was a little bit more debris about and what have you. But yeah, it's like...
It was quick. It was that what's get me. You can't, it's like say you come to Delamere, and I thought, whoever's seen, if they're exploring, you expect them like stumble down, stumble back up, go down to something to have a look and back up. But it wasn't an up and down. It wasn't a person looking up and down. It was just this big burly thing with muscle and just going side to side. I thought, what's this? Yeah, that's through me. That's just something I cannot.
It does sound as though
explain.
they were watching you and more or
I
less
was going
doing the same thing.
Yeah, because I was going up and down that path. As I was going up and going back down. I was doing this, going back up, going back down, just to try to see this person that I thought who was on the same track as us, or would meet on the same track.
Because like I say, I came in...
Gone quick.
You've got pretty good visibility. Like I say, all these saplings
good
have
visibility.
gone good.
Yeah.
And you could hear in my voice, I was quite a little bit nervous. Like I say, I'm not scared of anything, like I say.
Well, that was my first thoughts. I thought, who's on this walk with us? I said, oh, there's somebody with us. And I said that straight away, but then I couldn't explain. I was just doing the action of what I was seeing. And then gone, as I was going up and down the slope.
And I know we talked about it on the phone, but there were no change of atmosphere as well, were there? What you recognise?
Not that I recognise. I was just more transfixed on what that was really. Taking any other senses of surroundings.
I think
and
it
things.
does pick it up on the camera. There was birds chirping, but
yes,
when I was walking in, whether it picked that up before that, I don't know.
Don't know. And they say we walked then the outer, didn't we? And didn't realise all this. I'd never been this side before. All this water and swamp and everything.
It's not really a proper path, is it? Like
No,
the other walking paths.
It's more for cyclists, isn't it?
The built ramps and stuff.
Yeah.
Probably 99% of people would stick to the normal paths. They wouldn't cut across here, especially when it does start growing out. It'd be probably quite tricky getting across where we walked with the brambles and what have you.
Them, if they've cut through there, then if it wasn't the path that we went on, if this is where they saw that couple with just their heads, then we are talking there.
It's
here.
around the work.
That there.
Well, not where we stood, but a little bit further down.
Because didn't we just see the runners there? So that's where we were probably through there, aren't we now?
Yeah.
Where we saw the runners there.
So you were stood in front with the camera's facing now, and you think it could have been around here where we are now?
Definitely, I would say more to the left. Yes. Yeah. Our right.
Yeah.
But looking, yes, definitely this part.
So with these branches here, I'm wondering if it's going left and right like that, looking at you, and you're doing the thing on the opposite side over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because there was nothing on the saplings, like
Nothing
say.
on, it was just straight.
You've got pretty good clear view of sight from that path over there up to here. So it's like say you could you could see them for definite there, like even obviously the saplings have grown up a little bit and what have you.
Now,
Yeah.
so that's probably where we are. That's probably where we are. But not knowing this area, I didn't think there was another path, so we saw that couple, and I thought, no, their heads are higher. This was wider, lower down, side to side, where I could see their heads afterwards. So that answered that. Wasn't high up there, it was more down in the growth.
Yeah. Let's see, when you were pointing out where I was stood.
Yeah. You were too far this way. It got to be like vicinity of here, looking
and there's
here
no
and now.
way anyone could stand in that
No.
without sinking.
No. Oh, it was definitely, like I say, well built. It was just this dark, just darkness of no head. I didn't even see a head.
Muscle torso.
Muscle torso. It sounds strange saying it, but yeah.
It's, you were further up.
I was further up. It was, yes, read those. I was just.
So it's probably bigger than really what we first thought, because you said it was squatty, but if it's...
Well, it got no neck or head. It was like, it was the torso and the arms. It wasn't like a neck and a head like you would somebody's, like them two. There's the heads when they're walking.
So crouching motion, but you couldn't see the legs.
Couldn't see the legs, no.